Hey turnips, do you guys like roses? I like roses. I think they smell really nice and they're considered really romantic as well. So there's nothing more romantic than having a rose macaron. So without further ado, let's get started on this super simple and delicious recipe. So starting off with the base of our macaron recipe, I've already measured out my confectioner sugar and my almond meal, and I've also grinded them together with my coffee blender so they're perfect in size. I've also included all the measurements for the ingredients for this recipe in the description box down below. So we are going to set that aside, and then next we are going to whisk our egg whites. Our egg whites should be relatively cold from the fridge and it should be fresh. So the fresher the better because it's easier for you guys to separate the egg whites from the egg yolk. And we are just going to whisk it until we have reached this beautiful cloudy consistency right here. And then we are going to add in our pre-measured granulated sugar, and that's just regular table sugar. Some baking blogs like to add it in thirds, in fourths. Just add it all at once, it doesn't matter. And then we are just going to continue whisking until we have reached stiff peaks. After adding the sugar, you guys will notice that your egg whites are getting much thicker, and that's what we need. And then you guys will start to get stiff peaks, and it should look like that, when it looks like a peak at the very tip of your whisk. And here's a zoom in version so you guys can see it better. So next, to recreate that beautiful red color of a rose, we are going to use red food coloring. I'm using McCormick's red food coloring, and they're usually really good quality because it's very thick and you just need a little bit to have a really rich color. And as you guys can see, since egg whites are naturally white, when you guys add in the red food coloring, it looks pink. But if you guys add a couple more drops of red food coloring, it will become darker red. So a quick tip for you guys is when you guys are baking macarons, definitely bake your macarons a couple shades darker. So you guys want a dark, rich red color, definitely add a couple more drops of red food coloring because once it comes out of the oven, it's going to appear a bit lighter. Now moving on to the next step, in order to recreate that beautiful flavor and scent of a rose, we are going to use rose water, and I got this from my local supermarket. I got it from Wegmans, but you guys could probably get it from your local store, and just tap a couple teaspoons of rose water and just continue mixing your egg whites. Another quick tip for you guys is when you guys are adding your flavor and color, definitely scrape the sides along the bowl just so that all the colors are even and there's an even amount of flavor. And even after all those mixing, you guys should be able to maintain your stiff peaks. And now we are going to slide in our dry ingredients that we have created earlier onto our egg whites. And I apologize for the difference in lighting and saturation, and that is because there's a cloud that was passing by and it was affecting my lighting. And then we are just going to simply slide in and fold our ingredients. And this is called the folding technique. It is a very simple technique, and you just fold along the sides from outside inwards. So just fold from out, in, and in. And then during this process, you guys will be adding and incorporating your dry ingredients with your egg whites. And another quick tip for you guys is definitely scrape along the bowl because that's where a lot of your dry ingredients are attached. And you guys definitely want an even batter macaron, and it should be the same consistency as shown right here. And you guys can see that it drips back just a bit, and that's a perfect texture. And then now we are going to set up our pastry bag. You guys can use a Ziploc bag if you guys don't have a pastry bag. And I got these really cool Bakerella pastry bags from AC Moore, and they were on sale. I was really happy and excited to use these. But on the sad part, I was kind of disappointed with the quality because it wasn't as good as Wilton's clear pastry bags. And then we are going to slide in our piping ring and then our piping tip and lock it with the ring. And to make it easier for us to pour our batter onto our pastry bag, we are going to put our pastry bag and set it up in a cup. And then we are just going to flick the edge open, and then we are going to slide in our batter onto the pastry bag. So I have another quick tip for you guys. So once you guys are done with sliding in the majority of the batter onto your pastry bag, just slide in your spatula against the tip of the cup just to remove any excess batter. And then with our cookie sheet lined with soap pad or parchment paper, you guys are just going to pipe directly onto the top. And it's very simple. Just pipe directly straight from the top and squeeze. And don't worry if you guys have no experience with piping, it's really as easy as it looks. Just simply squeeze. And then we are going to tap our cookie tray just to release all the excess air bubbles. And then we are going to bake our macarons at a preheated 300 degrees Fahrenheit oven and bake for 20 minutes. And they come out really beautiful. Look at that. And you guys can definitely see that it's perfect because it's smooth and you guys can see the small little cute feet. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys really like this cute macaron. And look at that, you guys can stack it on together and they look perfect. And the great part about this macaron is that they really do smell like roses. And feel free to experiment with other flavors and different colors. I have a bunch of macaron videos on my channel and they're really simple and easy for you guys to make, and definitely check it out. And the light blue macarons are a preview of my next macaron video. Stay tuned! Hey turnips, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this super simple and beautiful recipe on how to make the rose macaron. And trust me, if you give it as a gift, your friends are definitely going to love you, especially if you guys have a significant other. And definitely check out my other two recipes on how to make the cinnamon toast crunch macaron and the donut s'mores macaron. They're really easy as well. And if you guys haven't done so, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more sweet adventures every week. And check out my Instagram and Twitter because they have the fastest updates. And until next time, bye!